From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25. Driving up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. There's a line, right?
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Showing it. Showing it.
Hey, ribble it, ribble it. We gotta go, man.
Mahomes now on first down. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, 43. Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Buying time to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14. Yards.
14 yards. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 56.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. There's a line.
Whip.
Attack, attack. Attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes on the move to his into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Line. There's a line.
Watch the run.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. And we're pretty quiet, D.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 42 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Right there, 56. On the ball.
Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second and 11 now, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. The tight end, Kelce, was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Rolling to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mahomes now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Well, Mahomes Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To try again after the sack. Mahomes buying time to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.